Welcome to Tales of Terror, the channel that brings you poignant stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. If you enjoy horror and suspense stories, this is the channel for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we release new content. Let's start the story. I am trying by all possible means to contact someone to save me, but all my efforts are in vain. I am trapped here with a being I can only describe as a monster or a demon, and I have no knowledge of what lurks outside the confines of my room. In the beginning, an interesting ad on Facebook caught my eye, asking if it was possible to buy a doll similar in size and shape to itself. At first, she rejected the idea, believing that such dolls would not fit her. However, when I saw pictures of an alien standing next to a doll almost indistinguishable from it, I became interested. The doll wouldn't move, of course, but her appearance was completely normal. Moreover, the company was foreign, had no local branches, and was offering free shipping. I was surprised to discover that the cost of the doll was less than the shipping fee. Despite my reservations, I placed an order for a doll that looked like me, and the site prompted me to answer a series of questions written in the language of the country in which the company was located. The questions were direct regarding my weight, height, physical features other than the photos I provided, and other details. I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly, but within 2 days of ordering the doll that looked like me, the shipping rep notified me that the big box had arrived. Relieved that my mother wasn't home, I took the box to my room and locked the door for safety. When I unwrapped the doll, I was thrilled to see that the scar on my arm was replicated so perfectly. I put the doll in my locker and made sure my elderly mother didn't see it because I had no one else after my father's death. However, she soon noticed something strange about the doll. It was shrinking every day and becoming increasingly heavy, until it weighed 20 kilograms and was difficult to move. I left it in the closet and forgot about it for a few days, but was shocked when my mother claimed that she had dinner with me for over an hour, even though I wasn't home. When I entered my room, I found the doll sitting on a chair, smiling at me and seeming to move on its own. I was scared and thought I was dreaming, but the doll responded to me despite not speaking. Despite my fear at first, the doll proves to be helpful and kind, cleaning up my room and making it prettier than ever. He looked like a 7-year-old happy to have a private place to sleep in the closet. I realized that the doll understood my mother's need for a clean, calm environment and promised not to leave the room. However, despite being made of cloth and cotton and not consuming any food or drink, the doll had gained an inexplicable weight of 40 kilograms. While I appreciated her help, I didn't feel comfortable with the fact that something very similar to mine was taking my place. Everything was going smoothly until one day there was a sudden change in his behavior. Stopped taking care of the house and refused to listen to me. When I came home from work, I found him destroying everything in the room, as if he had turned into a berserk monster. The doll has grown into a young teen and has become very powerful. Despite my attempts to stop him, he attacked and choked me so hard I thought I was going to die. Fortunately, my mother's voice brought him back to his senses and he locked himself up again. I locked the cupboard he was in from the outside, but my mother was baffled by the noise and commotion. I tried to convince her that I was talking to myself, but in reality, I was trying to figure out what to do with the doll. I decided to contact the company that sold me the doll, but they told me they hadn't shipped anything yet and that it would take weeks to do so. This was a shocking revelation for me, as I was wondering who had sent me the doll and why. I needed to get rid of him or find a way to deal with him before things got worse. I fell asleep exhausted from the constant thinking and worrying, but for a while, I was awakened by the sound of something moving in the room. I opened my eyes and found the closet door open and the door to the room open as well. The first thing that came to my mind is my mom. I turned toward the room and heard the sound of teeth crunching on something. I quietly opened the door to the room to see him on the floor, holding my mother's shield with his hands and teeth, breaking bones with his teeth. My mother was a corpse on the floor, each part of her body far from the other. The sight is terrifying. My heart will stop beating. I can't scream. My voice is muffled. I tried to turn my back to get away from him, but he paid attention to my presence and attacked me like animals. I immediately ran into the room and locked the door. I am definitely dreaming. I try by all means to contact anyone to save me, but all attempts fail. I'm stuck here with him. I don't know what's outside my room. I can only say about him that he's a freak or a demon. It all began to calm down for a long time, and I don't know what's going on outside the room, but I'm sure he'll be hungry and there's no meal tastier than mine. I heard a loud knock on the door. I could do nothing but go into the closet and lock myself. I entered the closet and in a few seconds I heard the door to the room break. I heard his breathing approaching the door. I saw him through the little hole in the cupboard. I saw him crawling on his arms and legs and sniffing like dogs. He came close to me and put his eyes frightened into the hole as if he knew I was here. I'm waiting for my destiny. There's nothing I can do but take out my phone and record everything that's happening right now with my voice. I know everything takes minutes and I'm going to die. Today's story is over. But our stories are not over yet. If you like the story, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. See you tomorrow on a new terrifying day. Goodbye.